2016 has been a good year for India and probably the game changer for achieving milestones in the economic growth of the country. There were so many things happened in this year. I will mention some of those in this video. As of now, all Indians are familiar with the concept of black money, and Government of India decided to take some crucial steps to curb the black money. Initially, under income declaration scheme, government has given chance to people for declaring the black money till September 30. The collection with that decision was around 65,000 crores. This was the time when most people were thinking how government is going to eradicate black money from the economy, and will it be able to kill the parallel economy. The day which no Indian will ever forget is 8th November 2016, when PM Modi announced demonetization.
की रात्रि को 12 बजे से वर्तमान में जारी 500 रुपए और 1000 रुपए की करेंसी नोट लीगल टेंडर नहीं रहेंगे। ये मुद्राएं कानूनन अमान्य होगी।
Something which was done first time in the world at such large scale. Many of the effect we saw immediately after demonetization. The stone pelting in the Kashmir stopped, real estate prices came down, reduced human trafficking in India, and also killed the parallel economy which was coming from Pakistan, which affected ISI and Dawood. Overall, it reduced the crime in country. This was something much needed action taken. As India is a growing economy with much growth in the cash economy, it would have been much more difficult for government to take the same decision in future. Even though the decision was good, the execution of the event was quite messed up. But as promised by the government, 50 days will be the pain period, and then it will be a smooth transition for the rising economy of India. And as usual, opposition had protested for the demonetization. It was a difficult year for Indian Army. There were total 4 terror attacks in the year, in which there were loss of 49 lives. When on 18 September some terrorists killed 19 Jawans in Uri, the attack had a real impact on the destruction of India-Pakistan relations. Not that they were great before, but it got worse than ever. We have seen the response of Uri attack on 29 September 2016 when Indian Army carried out the surgical strike in POK. Before that, Prime Minister addressed the nation with his befitting reply that India will single out Pakistan in the world.
और पाकिस्तान के हुक्मरान सुन ले, हमारे 18 जवानों का बलिदान बेकार नहीं जाएगा। भारत सफल रहा है पूरे दुनिया में आपको अलग थलग करने के लिए, और हम उसको तेज करेंगे और पूरे विश्व में आपको अकेला रहने के लिए हम मजबूर करके रहेंगे।
We saw the immediate consequences of that. The SAARC summit supposed to happen in Islamabad was cancelled after India pulled out from the summit. As usual, some of the pseudo-secular people in the opposition tweeted some anti-national articles and also demanded the proof of the secret operations done by the Indian Army. Uri attack was also a big mistake by Pakistan, as PM Modi had decided to revisit the technicalities of Indus Water Treaty, which was known to be one of the most successful treaty in the world. This treaty has never been touched by India in last 50 years, and also during the few wars with Pakistan. During this, PM Modi said, blood and water cannot flow together. Uri attack not only stopped with the political scenario, but also made impact in Bollywood, when people demanded the ban on artists from Pakistan. The Indian Motion Picture Producers Association banned all Pakistani artists for working in film projects in India. With reply to the ban on Pakistani artists in India, Pakistan also decided to ban all the Bollywood movies in Pakistan. With this decision, Pakistan lost 70% of its revenue from the film business, and they had to lift the ban within 3 months. It was also a good year for energy sector. as India built biggest solar power plant in the world. The plant is at Kamuti and has a capacity of 648 megawatts. The plant is distributed in 1270 acres of land and used cable up to 7500 kilometers. The total cost of building the plant was 4500 crores and was built by Adani Group. This plant can meet the needs of 1.5 lakh households, and this plant alone will produce around 10% of the solar energy from the current capacity, which is around 7 gigawatt. India is one of the energy hungry nation, and clean source of energy will lead us to a long way. Energy sector is a key for India's growth, and government is trying to implement different methods to establish renewable sources of energy. This is one more step closer to the target of generating 175 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2022. When it comes to achievements, there is one organization in India which is very consistent through its achievements and making it bigger and bigger every single day. I think you have guessed the name by now. Did you? No? Well, it's ISRO. ISRO has been quite consistent with its performance, and in 2016 it finished launching last satellite from its IRNSS series, which will give India its own GPS technology. It had successfully tested its relaunch vehicles, which will massively reduce the launch cost. ISRO also had launched 22 satellites in just one attempt, and in 2017 it will launch 83 satellites in just one attempt. Prime Minister Modi was constantly criticized by opposition for his foreign trips. In 2016, he made 18 trips, and one of the important is the trip to Iran, where the deal was finalized to develop Chabahar port. This deal was pending since 2003 because of sanctions on Iran. With the development of this port, we can finally bypass Pakistan for transport of goods from India to Afghanistan. It will also increase trade connectivity between major cities such as Mumbai, Moscow, and Tehran. India will also have the domination in the Arabian Sea. This project is also a counter to China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, also known as CPEC. India is also trying to be a part of nuclear supply group from long time. But this year also, it was a failure for India to get entry. Entering the nuclear supply group will give India access to low-cost clean nuclear energy and will also get access to sophisticated nuclear technology. But we are still trying to do individual deals with different nations, such as Japan. According to the deal, Japan will supply nuclear reactor, fuel, and technology to India, which will help to build 6 nuclear reactors in Delhi. This will also help us to get in NSG, as India will prove its peaceful use of nuclear technology. Innovations has been a big part of India, even if they are on the small scale, but they help a very significant amount of people. There is a good news for the people who are physically challenged. Before, the prostheses were way too expensive for the amputee people in India. But now, Rise Legs, a Bangalore-based company, has developed a cost-effective and well-designed prosthesis made of cane for amputees in India. This will also help the athletes with disabilities who can compete on a global stage. One more invention is testing of self-healing roads. You know, when you have a minor injury while playing or doing something, even if you don't do any treatment, it gets cured naturally because of self-healing property of your body. We just developed a road which will heal itself, which will not only be a cost-effective but will also has a longer lifespan than the normal road. The road was constructed in October 2015, but after a year of monitoring, the project was declared a success. As India is the country of young people, there will be more innovation and technological advancement in the coming years. And finally, I know I'm a little bit late on this one, but wish you a very, very happy new year.